To evolve on, Mick and Keith, when were you first exposed to reggae music? Because I know both of you are really tremendous admirer of reggae music. When were you first exposed to it?
Before me, him before me.
I guess we was talking about earlier on the Flamingo Club. It's like one of the first places. Like, it was called Blue Beat, and you know,
Blue Beat.
What's that, like 59, I suppose?
At that early
It
age?
was 61?
61, 62.
61 better, yeah. 61, 62.
Then there was Ska,
yeah.
Rocksteady.
But we were very much, you know, into blues, a very serious blues. So even though we heard it, you know, it wasn't our main interest in it. You know what I mean? It was a very much a small thing because those clubs were just for GIs, you know, and Jamaicans.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was a very early on. So it was a start. I mean, in a way, it's similar to what it just carried on in England more or less. I mean, that was the start of it. Blue Beat.
Not to really deviate, but one of my questions that I'm anxious to really ask both of you is, at what age did the Glimmer Twins come together, or how long have you been together?
Under different names.
Since we was 5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah.
6 years
School.
old.
At school.
Or something like that.
Mick was telling me last night that both of you used to live in the same block or the same street.
For a short while we did, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that was when we first met each other.
Right, and that natural vibration just came together and just clicked.
On and off, you know. We lost contact for a long time because he later went to a different school. And I didn't see him for years.
The London School of Economics, right?
Before that, we got separated and then we came back and then we met up when we were 17 about that.
And we were both carrying virtually the same records, carried albums around all the time. Yeah. Oh.
How come you went to the London School of Economics? Did you want to be a businessman instead of rock and roll?
No, I was supposed to go in the Foreign Office.
The Foreign Office?
Colonial Office.
Yeah, I could just see Mick in the Foreign Office, right? Yeah.
It's a twist of fate.
Right. Approximately how many albums have the Rolling Stone done so far?
Oh, God.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I know how many bootlegs there are.
Right, yeah.
There's
right.
110
Uh-huh.
bootlegs. Well, I haven't got them all.
Oh, Some Girls were your most successful album in terms of sales.
Recently,
sales
yeah, I
wise.
would say it was, yeah.
Get up, girl, with far away eyes. It's
how early or when did you first went to Jamaica?
First went there 67.
67. And you, Mick?
I can't remember, but it was quite a lot earlier than that. I think it was just after independence.
After Jamaica received independence?
Yeah, just after that, 64.
It's around 64, 63, I think, to be exact. Yeah.
And then I lived there for 2 years, almost non-stop.
Really?
72 to 74.
I guess everyone knows that Peter Tosh, you know, one of the premier acts in reggae music, beside Bob Marley, that he signed to Rolling Stone Records. When did you get conscious of Peter, and did you come interested in saying you want to associate with him to really sign him to your label?
Well, conscious of him as apart from the Wailers, equal rights, get up, stand up.
Apart from the Wailers, I mean, you know. I mean, you know what I mean? I never met Peter Tosh early on. I did meet Bob Marley, though. I mean, that was when they were all together, you know.
Right.
And then after that, when Peter went on his own, I heard the albums, especially the Monkeys.
Equal Rights.
Yeah, Equal Rights.
Which was in Colombia, right?
Yeah. And then he was dissatisfied with Colombia, and then I don't know how it managed. It wasn't really through. I mean, we weren't really the main things. I don't think Peter was either. But we just both found ourselves. I found myself in Jamaica at the Peace concert.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing you at the Peace concert, laying on the grass and enjoying the music.
Yeah. There was no seats left.
There were no seats left. Yeah, I remember seeing you there, and you really seemed to be having a good time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was good.
What'd you go to a peace conference for?
Right, but to have a good time, right? Yeah. And how do you see reggae music evoluting on, or seeing it, say, the music of the 80s, or we are entering into a new decade? What do you see in store for reggae music? Or would you like to make a statement to that?
Well, you know,
Slow
a lot of people,
absorption.
yeah, a lot of people have, you know, want a specific kind of music to be like big music and all
They
that.
they want the next big thing, and if they can make reggae the next new big thing, which they've been trying to do for years, they can maybe do
They
it.
try, but I don't think that's the way. That's
That's
not the way things happen.
Because reggae music works from the roots, like we said,
Right.
where there's a lot of Jamaican people. Reggae music is gonna be there and be heard by other people, and they're it's gonna grab them not from like here,
A con.
but
Right,
here,
from the roots.
you know,
See
from the
it,
ground up.
see it.
The other thing is that the other part of reggae music is evolving or evoluting, as you say, right?
Right.
Is like practicing it in England and maybe later on in America, when you get like white kids who are brought up on reggae music.
Right.
You know, a bit like, so you could say the Police as an example,
Right.
which we mentioned. But that could happen in America, whereas you get, instead of it being music from Jamaica, it's still essentially the same music, but it's actually made here or made
Right.
in England and all that, and so it becomes like more universal.
Exactly.
You know, but it's
Exactly.
not alien music coming from somewhere
Exactly.
exotic or
And
whatever.
that comes to do,
Right,
I think.
You don't restrict it in one
No.
ethnical breakdown.
No,
Right.
not
right.
ethnic or territorial either.
Exactly.
I mean, Jamaicans are amazingly moving out of Jamaica. You know, the more, I mean, they're huge Jamaican population in England, in New York, Boston, Toronto. You know, they're in a lot of places. They're one of these people that want to
Wandering, I mean.
you know, move out for various reasons.
Right.
Money usually,
Right.
you know, let's say. But I mean, they are people like the Vikings, you know, always moving,
Sin.
and they stay there and they're influenced.
Yes, indeed. Next week, we're going to have a follow-up part 2 of the Rolling Stone presentation. Next week, we're going to have another show with the Rolling Stone because we have so much material with the Stones. So next week, we're going to have a follow-up to the show. We also have Bob Marley coming up. And also, I want to thank the Stones tremendously and all the people who assist us in getting the show together. And, yeah, next week, Stones again. We have Bob Marley and several other people coming up in the upcoming weeks. And for all our new viewers who joined us this week, welcome. We are here every Sunday at 12:30. I'm on as the Roots Man. Have a pleasant week. Rastafari.